Everyone knows Michael J. Fox as a Hollywood legend, but few know the man behind the screen. At 64, after a lifetime of fame, laughter, and the silent battle with Parkinson's disease, he has revealed a deeply personal truth. There are people he doesn't want at his funeral. It's not bitterness, but a reflection of the life he's lived, a life of real connections, real struggles, and real love. This is the story of a man who refuses to let appearances or fame dictate the people present at his final farewell. The name Michael J. Fox wasn't always destined for movie posters or worldwide fame. He was born in Edmonton, Alberta, to a military family that moved frequently during his childhood. He was small for his age, scrappy, and endlessly practical. If something needed to be done, young Michael would find a way. At just 15, while other kids were worrying about exams or high school crushes, he made a decision that would terrify most adults. He dropped out of school to pursue acting full-time. Not in Los Angeles, not in New York, but first in Vancouver, where he began stacking up small roles, commercials, and parts that almost paid the rent. By the time he finally made it to Hollywood, he was broke. There were nights he slept on a mattress on the floor, nights he lived on cheap noodles and optimism, nights he wondered whether he had made the worst mistake of his life. But persistence is a funny thing. It never guarantees success, it only guarantees a chance. And his chance arrived in 1982, when NBC cast him as the smart-mouthed, briefcase-carrying young conservative Alex P. Keaton on the sitcom Family Ties. Almost overnight, America fell in love. The show became a sensation, winning awards and turning the previously unknown kid from Canada into a national favorite. But television wasn't enough. Hollywood had bigger plans for him. In 1985, Universal Pictures released a film that no one expected would become a cultural landmark, Back to the Future. Michael J. Fox, playing the iconic Marty McFly, suddenly wasn't just a TV star. He became a film legend. Posters, lunchboxes, VHS tapes, and arcade machines featured his face. Kids quoted him. Adults adored him. Studios saw dollar signs. His career exploded into a level of success most actors never even have the chance to taste. Yet, this is where life often plays its cruelest game. It builds someone up just high enough that the fall becomes unthinkable. In 1991, at only 29 years old, newly married to Tracy Pollan, a rising star, a young father, and one of the most bankable actors in Hollywood, Michael J. Fox noticed something strange. His left pinky finger began to twitch. It wouldn't stop, it wouldn't listen, and the doctor's final conclusion was not a misdiagnosis, not a temporary condition, but a lifelong sentence. Parkinson's disease, a disease typically associated with the elderly, now invading the body of a 29-year-old who still had entire decades of future roles ahead of him. The news didn't just stop his plans, it shattered them. How does a person with the world in front of them process the idea that their own body has begun to betray them? For Michael, the answer at first was pain, denial, and alcohol. For 7 years, almost no one outside his immediate family knew. Producers didn't know, fans didn't know, co-stars didn't know. But the cameras knew, his hands knew, his nervous system knew. The illness advanced silently, while the world continued to cheer for him, unaware of the storm beneath the surface. During those years, he worked harder than ever, not to succeed, but to hide. He developed ways to mask tremors. He held props tightly to anchor his hands. He would adjust blocking on set so the camera wouldn't catch a tremor. If a scene was physically demanding, he would push through it, then collapse backstage. It was an invisible battle fought in a cage no one could see. Finally, in 1998, Michael J. Fox went public. It wasn't for attention, sympathy, or pity. It was necessity and, in a way, liberation. By admitting his condition, he no longer had to hide. He could fight openly, and fight he did. In 2000, he founded the Michael J. Fox Foundation for Parkinson's Research, which would grow into the largest nonprofit funder of Parkinson's research in the world. raising over $1 billion and accelerating scientific advancements that otherwise may have taken decades. But while the world admired him for his advocacy, the disease kept tightening its grip. It took away small things first: handwriting, balance, and the ability to stand still without shaking. Then it took bigger things: guitar playing, long acting performances, and eventually the roles that defined his career. But it never took his humor. As the years passed and as Michael transitioned from fighting illness to outliving expectations, he began to reflect not just on life, but on death, not with fear, but with practicality. In interviews, especially in his documentary, Still, a Michael J. Fox movie, he has spoken openly about mortality, legacy, and what kind of farewell he imagines. He joked that there are people he doesn't want at his funeral, not because they wronged him, but because he refuses to let his death become a Hollywood performance. He mentioned names like Johnny Depp, imagining him showing up in full Jack Sparrow attire, and George Clooney, who, as he joked, would steal all the attention from the widow. It was humorous on the surface, but the subtext was clear. What he values now is authenticity, real presence, real connection. To Michael J. Fox, death isn't a red carpet event, a networking opportunity, or a celebrity reunion. He has witnessed too many Hollywood spectacles, weddings, award shows, charity galas, and even funerals, where appearances mattered more than heart. People show up for photographs, optics, or press, not for loyalty or grief. Who does Michael J. Fox want there? Not the industry, not the opportunists, not the tourists of human tragedy. He wants the people who are with him in the quiet moments, the terrifying moments, the messy moments. Those who loved not just the actor on screen, but the husband, the father, the man who sometimes struggled with simple tasks. After decades living with Parkinson's disease, his view of death has transformed. It isn't punishment or an enemy. It's the final chapter of a life lived with courage. His wish is modest: peace, simplicity, and the presence of those who genuinely care. When it's all said and done, Michael J. Fox's legacy isn't just his movies or the billions raised for Parkinson's research. It's the lessons he leaves us: how to face illness, tragedy, and even death with courage. His story reminds us that true strength is quiet, invisible, and enduring. If his journey inspired you, like, share, and comment to honor his remarkable legacy. Thanks for watching.